Do you have a fear of public speaking? Well, in today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 secrets that help you overcome your fear of public speaking and crush it at your upcoming event. Let's talk about it. Welcome to another episode of Career Strategies. My name is Rodney Hughes, Mr. 100%. I'm the author of this book right here, The Ugly Truth About Getting Hired, How to Land the Job of Your Dreams, regardless of the competition. And if this is your first time to my channel, the purpose of my channel is to teach you strategies that can help you advance your career. If that's something you're interested in learning more about, hit the subscribe button, join the family, and don't forget to hit that little bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of this extremely valuable content, okay? All right, so again, what we're talking about here is we're talking about the fear of public speaking. Public speaking, I saw a stat a long time ago that said that there are more people afraid of public speaking than there are people that are afraid of death itself. It was the number one fear. And so, listen, I've been there, I've done that, I've spoken to, thousands of people. And so what I want to share with you in this video again is just some ideas. It's 5 secrets that are going to be able to help you prepare yourself so that you can actually crush it when you have your upcoming event. All right, let's go ahead and talk about it. Secret number 1, you want to know exactly where you're going. Okay, I know this may seem like a, duh type moment, but the reality is that sometimes people go into a public speaking space and they're required to do a public speech and they're not fully prepared. Okay, what you have to do is you have to make sure that you're prepared and you want to know exactly where you're going to go in that speech. Okay, there's nothing worse than stepping on a stage or stepping in front of a group of people and you don't really know exactly where you're going to go with the actual speech that you're giving. Okay, so you want to make sure that you know exactly where you're going. So for me personally, because when I do professional speeches, I don't like read verbatim. So what I always do is I make sure that I set myself an outline that has bullet points, and that way I'm able to know exactly where I'm going to go and how I'm going to flow through my content when I'm actually doing that public speech. Okay. The second secret is you want to leverage the power of visualization. And so I want you to visualize successfully delivering the speech over and over and over again. So whenever I have to speak in front of a group, once I set up my outline, like I just told you in the last secret, I immediately start going through my mind and visualizing delivering the actual content. I want to feel like I even try to get to a place with my visualization where I can actually feel the nervousness of being in front of the group. Like I want to visualize it because I don't want the first time that I, kind of experience, doing that public speech to be when I get in front of the group. Does that make sense? And so by the time I actually get in front of a group of people, I've already gone through the content from a visualization perspective, maybe 100 times before I actually go up there and deliver. Okay. And it gives me a tremendous amount of confidence. The third secret is you want to anticipate nervousness, okay? And you want to embrace it, okay? So here's the thing. We as human beings, we've all heard that we all have this fight or flight type of mentality. Well, I want you to do away with both of those because neither one of those solutions actually helps you, okay, when it comes to you delivering a public speech. What I want you to do is I want you to anticipate and embrace, okay? And so the thing that most people do when they start to get nervous for an actual public speech is they typically will get really, really nervous. And then again, they'll start kicking into like this fight or flight type mentality, right? Well, if you fight it, all you're going to do is make it worse. Okay. You can't beat the fear. Okay. So what the trick is that when you get nervous, you have to embrace it, right? And one of the things that's going to help you embrace it is that you need to start by anticipating it, okay? It shouldn't come as a surprise to you, okay? You need to anticipate it, and then when you feel it coming on, then you want to embrace it. You want to say, yep, here we go. I'm nervous. All right. So interesting story. I worked with, I had the pleasure of working with the #1 facilitator in the world, or arguably the #1 facilitator in the world. I've seen this man go into a room of people and just like electrify the room. Okay. And I remember we were doing a strategic plan one year, and I showed up early, and he was kind of getting things set up because he was going to facilitate our strategic planning session. And I'll never forget, I asked him, I said, do you get nervous when you're, facilitating or speaking in front of a group of people? He said, every single time. Every single time he gets nervous. Okay. And I said, that's interesting, because I've seen him that's what he gets paid to do. I've seen him crush it. He was like, I'm nervous right now. I said, what? Now this is a man that's nervous to talk to his own employees. Okay. So my mind was like, okay. But the interesting thing is that when we were talking, he said, yeah, man, he said, I just anticipate it now. So he said, when I first got started, I used to be like having to really fight through my nervousness. But he said, now, I just anticipate it and I embrace it. Okay. And he was like, so now when I feel the nervousness coming on, I kind of have a mentality where it's like, yep, I'm nervous. All right. So what's for lunch? Okay. And so that's what I want you to do. I want you to embrace that fear that you have. Okay. Don't fight it, because if you fight it, all you're going to do is make it worse. Okay. And if you run, okay, well, you can't run away from everything, right? Maybe in your job, they're asking you to step up and speak in front of a group of people. Well, you can't really run from that, right? And so the key is anticipate it and embrace it. Okay. Secret number 4, don't worry about mistakes. Okay. So many people worry about making mistakes in front of a group of people, especially when it comes to delivering some type of public speech. Okay. But here's the thing I want you to understand. The crowd has no idea that when you make a mistake, unless you make it obvious that you made a mistake. Okay. That's the beautiful thing that I love about speaking to a group of people in public. Okay. Is that I can make a mistake, but now I've learned that it's okay to make mistakes, because most people don't even necessarily pick it up when you make a mistake. I've made mistakes while doing this video right here. Okay. You might not realize it, or maybe you do. I don't know. But either way, it doesn't matter, because if you're still watching this video at this point, you find the content valuable, right? And see, that's the thing. Like, one of the reasons why people hate making mistakes is because they're making their public speaking experience all about themselves. Okay. When I go up and I speak in front of a group of people, I don't worry so much about the little mistakes that I make, because what matters to me most is delivering value. That's it. Okay. That's all that matters to me. I want to deliver value to you. And as long as I deliver value to you, you don't care if I make a couple of mistakes. Well, the same thing applies for you when you're actually going up doing your public speech. Okay. It's okay to make mistakes. Okay. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to beat yourself up in that moment. Like, if you make a mistake, it's okay for you to realize that you made a mistake, but you don't need to make everybody else aware that you made a mistake. Understand? And then lastly, secret number 5, know that action will soothe your fear. Let me say that again. Know that action will soothe your fear. So here's the thing. Action, action, action. One thing that I've learned from speaking in front of small groups, big groups, doesn't matter the size of the group really. Okay. When you start off, again, just like I told you, the guy I used to work for said, you have to anticipate the fear and you have to embrace the fear. What you also need to understand is that you got to put one foot in front of the other. Okay. And understand that once you get started speaking, eventually that fear will subside. Okay. I promise you, it happens every single time. Every time that I'm nervous, once I get rolling, it's a matter of seconds and I can feel the pressure starting to release. Okay. And so what I want you to really focus on is just focus on taking that action. Okay. Listen, when people get nervous about public speaking, sometimes they can get like super nervous, and so much so that, again, those fight or flight instincts start to kick in. Okay. But just understand, just get up there and start talking. Once you start talking, that fear will that fear will start to soothe. It will start to subside, and then you'll be able to roll into your topic and really be able to have a clear state of mind. Okay. And again, one of the things that's going to help you with taking action is that visualization secret that I told you about, right? Because if you go through the content over and over and over again in your mind, then when you show up to actually deliver it, it will help you. It will help you to kind of know where you're going, and you won't feel as strange. You're still going to be a little bit nervous because that's natural. That's supposed to happen. That's your edge. You don't ever want to lose that, right? But if you continue to visualize, it'll make it easier for you to actually take action. Okay. And then once you take action, your fear will subside. Your fear will start to soothe away. Okay. So listen, hope you got great value from this video. I want to give you something very special. Okay. So I am a interview strategist, and I'm also the author of that book that I showed you a little bit earlier. And I created a course that I want you to take advantage of. It's called Interview Prep University. Okay. In this online virtual course, what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you strategies that can help walk you from point A all the way to point Z. Okay. Through the job interview process. So if you have a telephone interview coming up, a virtual interview coming up, or a face-to-face interview coming up, and you want to be best prepared to be able to avoid the major pitfalls that cause most candidates to get kicked out the process, you're going to want to take advantage of this. And again, it's 100% free. All you have to do is go to my website to get access to it. It's www.interviewprepuniversity.com. www.interviewprepuniversity.com. All right. Listen, thanks for checking out this video. Hope you got great value. If you did, like this video, smash that like button. All right. Comment on this video. I want to hear from you. Let me know what your favorite secret was. All right. And then lastly, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. I'll be dropping content on a daily basis that's designed to help you advance your career, and I don't want you to miss out on it. Okay. Thanks again. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.